Namo Amida Bu. A lot of people who choose not to go vegan or vegetarian use the excuse that man has traditionally been a meat eater, a carnivore. Others say that you will get sick if you do not eat meat. Others talk about how it has always been a tradition in their culture slash family slash a lot of people say that it's tradition to eat meat, and that you don't serve tofurkey at Christmas or holidays. You serve a turkey, you serve a ham. And the thing is, these are outdated modes of thinking. Then again, you have people who go vegan who say they do so because they want to stay young, attractive, thin. They do so for the health benefits. Well, if you're doing it for the health benefits, then you're not vegan, because that's not what being vegan is all about. Choosing to give up meat, to abstain from meat or animal products altogether in general, is an ethical choice. I have made this decision because of my love for the Buddha. Out of respect for the Buddha, and to show the Buddha and the world that I am a true disciple of Amida Bu, I have chosen to basically live the life more or less of a monk. Now, I'm a lay Buddhist practitioner. I'm a monk in training. But my decision to be vegan and my sensei's decision to be a vegetarian is based wholly on the recognition that we are all sentient beings. Those of us who are sentient, and animals are sentient, fish are sentient, crustaceans, crabs, shrimp, lobsters, crayfish, we are all sentient. Birds are sentient. Sentience means we are aware. We have a certain amount of self-awareness. Bugs are sentient. And to choose the killing, slaughtering, and ultimate eating of sentient beings is murder. Meat is murder. Just like the Morrissey song, meat is murder. And murdering sentient beings is just that. It's an act of cruelty. It's an act of taking one's life, the life of another sentient being. And I think for a lot of people, especially in today's society where life has become so cheap, basically for some personal problem you're having, you can just walk into a school and shoot a bunch of people, or you can walk into a grocery store because you want money and shoot whoever's behind the counter or whoever's in the store. I guess for a lot of us, we become hardened. We become, I don't know, what's the word for it? Jaded. Immune to the depths, the seriousness of the taking of another life, whether it's a human being, an animal. All life is sacred. It's important. All life is important because as a Buddhist, I honestly believe that all of us have at one point in our life been a crayfish, a bird, a squirrel, a duck, a goat, a man, a woman. You know, we have been every kind of being there is at one point in a previous life. And if I decide to eat meat and fish and poultry, they're meat. It's meat. I know down here in the South, we tend to think that fish is not meat. Some people in the South think chicken or anything with white flesh is not meat. When you decide to eat fish, meat, dairy, poultry, you're making a decision to participate in the slaughter of these animals. You make the decision to include on your karmic roster what went into place in the taking of the lives of these beings. In a way, you choose to become responsible. I have enough shit karma from my past lives. I know this because of the struggles I've dealt with in this life. I don't need to add more shit to my karma. Life is hard enough as it is. I don't need to complicate my life or create more bad karma by being an accomplice to the murder of other sentient beings. And yes, just going to the grocery store, meat market, and picking up a steak or a bag of shrimp or some chicken nuggets, that is participating to the murder of these beings. You keep these industries in business by being a willing participant to murder. You're an accessory to that murder, whether you choose to accept that or not. I choose to accept that if I make that decision, then I'm no better than the workers in the slaughterhouse or in the fish canneries or in the dairy industry, egg industry. And so it's just something to think about. In a world of murder and violence, where people have become so immune to the sufferings of others, maybe it's not a bad decision to decide not to participate in the suffering of others. And starting by giving up meat is a good place to start. It's an ethical decision. Namo Amida Bu.